drive a race car, get a lot of speed out of it. But now we're seeing this young man be really smart about his approach to this and trying to win this championship.
Yeah, I never saw him really push anything when he was trying to make his way to the front. He just methodically and patiently passed the cars, and here he is, looking at the lead.
Brad Coleman on the left side of your screen, passing Brendan Gaughan for 8th. And that's the leader, Carl Edwards, on the right side of your screen, with Brad Keselowski, the series points leader, pressuring. Keselowski just seemed to develop year after year, just as you would hope they would in the nationwide series. He's moved his way up to the Sprint Cup, continues to develop as a driver. See some of that progress here, not without raising the ire of some on occasion, but that's just part of it, isn't it, Dale?
Hey, yeah, everybody has a little different path to work in their way, as we see Trevor Bayne trying to go by on the inside of Brendan Gaughan here. But everybody has a little bit different path, a little bit different way of going about getting themselves where they want to be. And Brad Keselowski has done it his way, and it's worked for him.
While we see Trevor Bayne get around the 62 of Brendan Gaughan, let's check in with Jamie Little, who's with Jason Leffler.
And we're back here in the garage. They do have the car up on jack stands trying to get it fixed. Jason, what indication did you have when the car just let go? We saw the poop of smoke.
Just the smoke in the cockpit. That's not our day. I mean, car handled really well. Then the alternator went bad, so I had to shut all the fans off. And you know, obviously we got caught out on pitting. And then this happened. So great clips. Camry was really fast. We had a great day going. But someday we'll shake this bad luck on this 38 car. It's been really fast this year. We'll get him to the end of the race.
What happened exactly? What are the guys saying?
Something's cracked. They thought it was a rear main seal, but I just heard them say something's cracked. I don't know what it is. Could be a fitting or something.
All right, they're going to keep working on it, see if they can get back out and salvage some more points, Vince.
He'd had 3 top 10s in a row coming in to this race tonight, so feeling like maybe they were starting to turn the corner. Trip Bruce had taken over the 38 recently as crew chief. And you see Scott Riggs, a multiple-time winner here at Nashville, getting around Scott Wimmer. That's a battle for the 11th spot.
I think Wimmer's been trying to work on his car some. They were expecting, after practice yesterday, Andy, you spent some time with him. I think they were expecting this car to be a little better than this.
Yeah, I did too. I actually thought it was going to be better than this, but you know, it's early in the race, and you know, Scott Wimmer may have his eye on that last part of this race where he needs his car to be good.
Lap 100 of 225 here at Nashville. Carl Edwards is the leader. He's led 41 laps after Justin Allgaier led the first 58.
Coverage presented by Pennzoil tonight. A look at the top 10 in the top of the screen.
I'll tell you what, Carl Edwards has been out front, been strong. Brad Keselowski's moving back to his rear bumper. Justin Allgaier got caught on pit road, mid-20s, worked his way all the way back up to third. We know he's strong. How about Paul Menard? And my man Steve Wallace at 66 is on a roll.
And the rest of the top 10 are Sorensen, Bliss, Coleman, Bayne, and Gaughan. The 11th on down group has been having a pretty good skirmish here for a while. Scott Wimmer in the 27 just took the 11th spot away from Scott Riggs, and the yellow is out, and that is Scott Lagasse.
Well, he had a good race car today. Had a lot of, really thought they were going to have a good evening this evening. Scott had a lot of confidence coming into this race, and looks like he is done for the evening. That's too bad. He was really fast.
Now, a little damage on the left front of Michael Annette's car, whether that was cause or result.
Well, I tell you, and Michael had been struggling, trying to get himself back up on the lead lap. I think he was the first one lap down, so we'll take a look and see what happens to these guys.
All right, so see Scott Lagasse there beginning to unbuckle the safety equipment, and that is good to see that he's okay, but certainly not the way he wanted to end his night here in the hometown of not only his team, Baker Curb Racing, but the sponsor, Curb Records. All right, what happens?
See him racing here. Looks like Michael comes down, catches him in the right rear, turns him head on into the wall. Just,
boy.
Well, I'll tell you.
Right into you.
I don't know what that was all about, but, man.
He's getting his.
See him coming around the corner here. Scott gets below Michael Annette. Comes up. Oh, I see. Okay, so Scott thought he had cleared him. Was going to go up and take the spot, and looks like Michael was getting back to the throttle and just didn't give him any room.
Not good.
Wow.
So caution is out for the 4th time in this race to get Lagasse out of the car and okay, but He's got that look about him, Brad.
Yeah, he's pretty perturbed right now. He should be. He had a really good race car. Was looking for get himself a good finish here tonight, and his night is over.
All right, so now the question becomes, will the leaders come down pit road? They were all just in at lap 85. Just over 20 laps later, the answer is yes.
Yes. Bing, 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 bing.
All right, Doc.
Feeding time at the zoo. They follow Carl Edwards down pit road, and none of these guys are in their fuel window. They got to get to lap 158 to make it the rest of the way. So what's going to happen? Many of them are just going to get fuel only. That's the happening up here in Reed Sorensen pit. Shannon.
Keselowski in that number 22 car. He says, free me up just a little bit. They're going to make a track bar adjustment and 4 tires. Carl Edwards also on pit road. He's also going to take 4 tires, and he is going to make a track bar adjustment to that number 60 car as well. Guys?
Well, now that becomes interesting. The guys that took 4 tires last time going with the fuel or the 2 tires this time, and the guys who've been the leaders going to be shuffled a little bit farther back.
Well, I think they all saw what Justin Allgaier did last time through. No tires and fuel, and how many spots, picked up 8, 9 spots. So I think they're going to take that opportunity, take that chance.
Carl Edwards goes from leading to 7th place as we approach halfway. In tonight's NASCAR Nationwide Series race at Nashville, Reed Sorensen going to be the leader when we go back to green in a minute or two. Our 5-hour energy rapid recap. The day for Carl Edwards started off at Pocono, Pennsylvania. Then the 838-mile trip down here to Nashville, where he signed in, then jumped in his 60 car, and went out and qualified. He qualified okay, 7th.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, not bad.
Meanwhile, Justin Allgaier dominated the opening portion of this race after winning the pole in qualifying.
Blistering fast, set that car on the pole, went out, led a bunch of laps. This young man wants to win this race, really trying to take advantage of the Cup Light weekend here in Nashville.
Long green flag run to start the race. So Carl Edwards used that to chip away, got the second, then got the lead from Allgaier just as Allgaier slowed to go to pit road.
Yep.
That would not work in Allgaier's favor because just a couple laps later, the caution came out.
Caution comes out. Michael McDowell blown right front tire into the fence really hard. Allgaier gets caught on pit road. That's going to cost him a ton of positions, but he picks it up later very wisely.
Set Justin Allgaier all the way back to 18th spot at the time. They took a wave around, got back into the hunt. Some pit strategy got them up to the front of the pack, but then under this most recent caution, Edwards and Allgaier and Keselowski and all the other guys who had been the leaders went for 4 tires. And a bunch of other guys went for fuel only or just 2 tires. It's going to put Carl Edwards back in 7th place in line for this restart, with Keselowski 8th and Menard 9th and Allgaier 10th.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
those guys learned that from Justin Allgaier when he got caught on pit road, Alan. He came in, took fuel only, no tires, picked up about 8 spots. So this last pit stop, guys used that same strategy.
So you got to look at where Edwards and Keselowski and Allgaier are running and so on. Reed Sorensen is the leader. Trevor Bayne is to the outside of him. They got no tires, just fuel only on their pit stops. You got Coleman and Wimmer in there all as well. And Vince, DJ, and Andy. This should be interesting.
Ready to roll. Green flag is out, and it waves. Sorensen and Bayne up front. Reed takes advantage. Stacked up.
Here we go. 3 wide. I was wondering how Brendan Gaughan was going to restart on the inside and work his way to the outside. There's the answer.
He is determined to make it around the outside tonight.
And it worked right there.
It is really working good for him.
Up to 3rd now.
Here comes Allgaier starting to work his way on the outside, taking a look on Brad Coleman with Keselowski right beside him.
Carl Edwards now, he kind of got shuffled a little bit there. I still like the strategy that Edwards and Keselowski have got here, because now they can do that 2-tire strategy later in the race when they need that track position and have better tires than the cars that just did it. Even if they try it again, they won't have as good a tire.
Because of these last 2 cautions we had a lot of wave arounds in both of them. We now have 27 cars back on the lead lap. So most of these cars we're showing down through here are all on the lead lap.
DiBenedetto on the right side of your screen. The halfway point just passed, with Reed Sorensen the leader. Sorensen the 4th, different leader tonight. Justin Allgaier led 58 laps. Carl Edwards led 50. Kenny Wallace led a couple.
How much do new tires matter? Don't seem to be much at all. You know, that's why I wanted to put a good set on right here. So so we could be okay. I hear you. We make it on